Check it out.
Good afternoon, guys. I'm RJ Banez.
And I'm Oliver Getley.
And welcome back to the After Morning Podcast.
Guys, we're live on Spotify right now. You can go ahead and type in After Morning Podcast on Spotify and you'll check us out and we're there.
Yeah. Okay.
So for all of you listeners, you don't need to just sit on YouTube and watch it. You can put on Spotify, do whatever you want on your phone and whatever you want in person and listen to our podcast.
However, the last
major
episode was very clip oriented. There's lots of clips, lots of images. If you haven't watched the third episode yet, I do suggest listening or watching that on YouTube so you could actually understand and see what we were talking about.
Yep.
We were talking about some raccoons and alligators and fishtails. Fishtails is such a good movie, man.
Such a good movie. Whatever that drink was in Fishtails, man, I love it.
I couldn't find it. Yeah, I was up till 3 a.m. like last night just trying to find like clips of like that drink from Fishtails. Could not find it anywhere. And then
Really?
Also like solely with the tiny cup, but like it's whatever, stuff like that.
So I screwed us over with that one.
A little bit.
Clip that. There's nothing there.
Hey, speaking of drinks, shouts out to Dunkin'. Hey,
No.
This is sponsored by Dunkin'.
No.
It's not sponsored by Dunkin'.
No. Today's been a rough day so far. We're not sponsored by Dunkin'. I've had a bad hair day. I'm wearing a hat. I know. Don't judge me for this.
I think I have a bad hair day. I don't even know what's going on.
It doesn't even matter. We're just having fun. But RJ was like, hey, we need some energy. Let's get some Dunkin' before the podcast. I was like, sure, let me go pick it up. So he texted me his order. I go in there. I'm like, all right, long line. Get to the front of the line. And there's someone that we know from school who works there. She's like, hi, Oliver. And I was just like, oh, hi. Because like I was just in my own little world when I walked in there. And then she goes, so like, what do you want? And I tell RJ's order, forget the size. I forgot that there were small, medium, and large. So then I was just like, what are your sizes again? They're like medium. I choose a medium.
Forgot the size.
Yeah. And then it comes for my coffee, this thing right here. I say, can I please have an iced caramel latte, medium with skim milk? They're like, yeah, sure. Skim milk,
Skim
great.
milk.
Don't know why I got skim milk. And then we get here right now. I get, what is it? An iced latte, medium original with skim milk. There's no caramel. This is horrible. Dunkin', never get regular Dunkin' coffee. Always get the caramel. And then we have a bunch of donuts. So.
We have a bunch. I need some of those. But what do you call it? I like Dunkin' so much better than Starbucks because it's so simple. Starbucks is like, they have this whole, like, you have to craft your own coffee. They got, like, different, like, things and stuff. And I'm like, bro, Dunkin' is, like, what? Hot, iced, flavor, cream sugar. Simple.
And
done.
what's expensive?
Talking about some Bente, Grande. Bro, it don't make any
Trenta.
sense. Was it? Isn't it, like, Grande, like, the smallest one?
Yeah.
Bro, Grande, it means big. It dead means big. It don't make, it doesn't make any sense.
But yeah, so that's our little coffee rant for the day. You're probably going to see us. We need to get the coffee cups. We've always talked about that. That's based off of the logo. So whatever we're drinking, we just need to put it in the fake coffee cup. Like in Monsters, Inc. when they're holding the tiny one. Pretty sure we talked about that. Sully. Shout out to Sully. And shout out to the glazed chocolate donuts. These are the best things ever.
So, like, okay, so I'm not big on chocolate. I'm more of, like, fruity. Like, pause. So, like, I would take a bowl of fruit over, like, dessert, like, any day. Just
really,
I like fruit. Love fruit. Did I ever tell you about the mango story?
No.
So my things is like mangoes. Like my emoji is mango. So like I'll drop emojis on like people's Instagram. But you know, mangoes. Love mangoes. So when it was my 1-year-old birthday party. Obviously I don't remember this, but everyone else does because you know obviously they were old enough to remember. You know, couldn't speak. Little 1-year-old baby. They're shoving mangoes in my mouth, right? Because I was rocking with the mangoes. They're like, oh, he loves these things, right? They just kept putting them in. Mango, 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 mango. It was like everyone was feeding me mangoes. And I was just vacuuming them, right? Mm-hmm. Mom comes back, and she's like, what's wrong with him? And everyone's like, what? She's like, yo, he's orange, bro. He's orange, right? They're like, no. It's just the lighting. Takes me out into the sun. Bro, dead orange. I was dead orange. So they rushed me to the emergency room and they're like, yeah, like he ate too many mangoes. Like if you would have eaten any more, like that's too much like vitamin, I think A, C, B, D, C.
Yeah.
There's like too much of that vitamin could like kill him.
You can have too much vitamin C?
Yeah. Well, like at like tiny baby. But like
so is it because the mango is orange that you turned orange?
Yeah.
So like let's say you were eating like kiwis, would you have turned green?
If I ate that much,
blueberries, you would have been blue.
But I had way too many mangoes to the point I turned orange.
Okay, to my future kid, I might try that out safely.
Say you're gonna kill your kid.
No. I'm not gonna kill my kid. I'll try to find out the limit that I can go to.
Oh man.
Imagine having a blue baby, like, until I take him. Never mind. Crazy thoughts. I'm talking mad right now.
But yeah, that's like my personality trait. I turned orange from eating too many mangoes. It's like my own.
That is so weird.
And that's like, I would like whenever I meet someone new. That's kind of like what the story I lead with.
So you overdosed on mangoes.
Overdose on mangoes, and if I
Wow.
and if I like would in a situation where I'd want to leave this world, I'd eat too many mangoes and pass away like that.
Is that your go-to fruit nowadays too? You just go eat mangoes?
They don't have good mangoes here in Orlando. When relatives come down from Jacksonville, like they'll bring crates of mangoes for me.
Do you eat dried mango? That's like my favorite snack.
No. It's they're like the actual they're yellow mangoes, not green mangoes. Yellow mangoes. There's like a whole thing. Orange mangoes.
Try eating
mangoes.
dried mango.
Yeah, dried mangoes are all right.
There's so much sugar on it. It is so good. Turn that off.
Wow. All right. Yeah. They blowing up my phone.
Who's blowing up your phone?
Don't worry about that. Yeah. So something I actually wanted to touch on in the last episode, but I completely forgot. So there's a story. On I think CNN covered it, a bunch of news outlets covered it, but a lot of people don't know about this. So back early in February, there's a kid from England.
Shout out to the UK.
So his name is Joseph Flaville. And essentially he got hit by a car back in March 2020.
Okay.
Right before like the pandemic, everything blew up, right? So he got hit by a car and was in a coma up until February 2021. And he just woke up, right? Super confused because everyone's wearing masks. No one's allowed in the hospitals over there. So he couldn't even see his parents when he woke up from the coma. So his parents were explaining to him over like FaceTime or like Skype, like what's going on and why they can't come see him.
Wait. He's in a hospital and the doctors are not telling him that there's a pandemic going on explaining that his parents have to?
They probably are, but like he's just so like out of it. Because
you want to go to a trusted person.
Yeah, and then you wake up from a coma after a year, like you're gonna be out of it. You're just gonna be like, what? So what's crazy is too, he actually got COVID twice and beat it twice while he was in the coma.
How do you do that?
Like you're still alive in a coma. It's just you're unconscious.
Contract COVID.
I don't know. It's a hospital.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
What a trooper, man. That's awesome.
Just imagine going to sleep and then waking up and then boom, the world is completely different, which is insane.
That's terrifying. Well, congrats to him. Glad he had a good recovery. That's amazing.
Yeah.
We always want to wish well on people, especially with something like that. That is crazy, though. That's a good story that he's going to be able to tell people. It's definitely unfortunate beforehand, but afterwards, maybe you'll have a laugh about it.
Yeah. What's your top 3 on your bucket list?
African safari.
That's heat.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to throw that on mine.
African safari. I just want to go on a safari.
You want to go safari? No, I would rock with that. Like, not even like, you go to Animal Kingdom.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's cool. Like, you see them, but like, they're in the little, like, that little
I feel bad.
world. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But like, African safari, anything could happen.
Anything can happen.
Lion attack.
So, yeah, like, you can do anything. And it's always been like my mom's dream and stuff like that. And that's like one of my dreams too, is to hopefully be in a position someday if she never decides to, go ahead and go on a safari. Maybe I could get her on a safari and go with her and stuff like that with my dad.
That's
take him
awesome.
on one. But yeah, it would be so fun. Like zebras. I love zebras. Watching Madagascar, Marty is that guy, and I always want to see a zebra, but apparently they're super aggressive, so I'll probably get bit. Yeah, but like, dude, a safari would be so fun. You can go see hippos, see giraffes, feed a giraffe. Elephants.
Hippos.
They're crazy.
Dangerous, bro.
Dangerous.
They run I want to say 20 miles per hour, bro.
And they swim like
and
sharks.
Their jaws, there's so much force on it. It's like I think it's the bite force of a crocodile, which is crazy, break a bone, right? You got the speed of a pretty fast man, and then, they can swim and they big.
Yeah.
That's like an OP animal.
They really are.
They just combined a bunch of
underrated.
Things.
Yeah, I'll go on YouTube all the time when I get bored and I'll watch animal versus videos in the wild, like snake versus this. But then I came across a hippo one 3 days ago. So this is really ironic we're talking about it. And there are these tourists on a boat, and the guy's driving the boat. He's not the tourist. He's just the tour guide.
Yeah.
And there's hippos, and there's maybe 2 or 3 together. And this hippo gets really mad, and it starts chasing the boat. And the scariest thing is it looks like Michael Phelps coming out of the water and just like going back in. So like you see the boat like taking off and the hippo's just like boom. And then it goes under and it's like back up. And these horses are like laughing. And I'm like, this thing looks at you like you're a chicken nugget.
That's what
it
I'm
will
saying.
eat you so quick, even if it doesn't want to eat you.
Yeah, they are herbivores.
Yeah, but
they
they'll
could
deliver a nasty bite.
They could kill you.
Yeah.
For sure.
For sure. But what's your bucket list? What do you got?
Bucket
going?
list? Definitely skydiving.
Skydiving?
100%. Like I'm 18 now, and I wanted to skydive for my 18th birthday, but you know, that was like amidst COVID and whatnot. But I think we're gonna wait till my little brother turns 18, which is like this year.
Yeah.
Is he? Wait, is it this year? Yeah,
next year?
this year. So later this year,
Okay.
and then I think I want to, or he might be going on a trip to Hawaii in like summer for like a graduation present type of thing.
That'd be so fun.
I would love to skydive in Hawaii. Wow,
That would be
just skydive with
insane.
some friends. I got some friends that want to skydive. Actually, those people I dove with back in the Keys.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
All your
it's super
thrill
dope.
seekers?
All my thrill seekers, yeah. So I already checked off scuba diving. And then third one, it's like it's like, I can't remember. Like I have a bunch of things and anything could take the third spot.
Yeah.
But off the top of my head right now, have you seen like the zero gravity planes?
No. What's
So
that?
essentially it's like the big Airbuses.
Yep.
And it goes super high and then it free falls. So it free falls to the point like it like descends and like everything in the plane just kind of floats
So
up.
it descends, but he's still in control of it?
But yeah, of course he's still in
Is the
control.
pilot like 3 inches above his seat and he's just like steering? Or is
I'm
he,
assuming he's like strapped down,
in?
but like what do you call it?
And that's like a thrill seeking thing?
Yeah, so
people
like
do?
they alter the plane where it's like it's artificial like zero gravity. And like
Oh my
Usain Bolt
gosh.
was like running, like trying to sprint in like zero gravity. It was really cool. But I just want to float, like do like space stuff.
Wow. So you're a real
I would
thrill seeker then.
I go to space. Yeah,
You'd go to space?
I go to space.
Didn't you talk trash about an astronaut in the moon landing?
No,
and now
I got an astronaut friend, but like what do you call it? I don't
gotcha.
believe in the moon landing.
I gotcha.
If when I step foot on the moon, then I'll believe in the moon landing.
I'll be on Earth like, RJ, let's go. Podcast from the moon.
Yeah, but I'm not a rocket scientist and not smart enough to go to space unless, you know, Elon Musk makes it like commercial. And that
Elon's
would
gonna
be
do that.
sick.
I would not go.
I would sign up. I'd be
You would go.
I would be one of the first people to sign up.
Really?
Yeah. I could
So
do
like,
that.
let's say you got to go to Mars. The Earth is going to explode. I've heard people say something like that. Like we might all. have to move
speaking
to
of Mars, what do you call it? The rover they just sent up there just sent back its first pictures literally like 2 days ago.
Is it looking orange?
It's the rover looking specifically like for life, which is really cool.
Wow. They found like water on Mars. I'm pretty sure, like ice.
Yeah, and actually, another conspiracy theory. I did see something that like kind of blew up and then got deleted because government stuff like that.
Yeah.
It was a guy who was in the North Pole and he could see in the distance and took a picture of it. It literally says it's a NASA like truck that says like NASA Project Mars.
Yo, that's so cool.
And it's like fake. The pictures that were sent back were fake.
dang.
And he took picture of like the mountains that were near it and put it side by side to the orange mountains from Mars. They're the same thing. And I'm like,
Huh.
So they're just like color grading like the ice and making it look like dirt. But it's, I don't know. Conspiracy theory, stuff like that.
Whoa. Dude, I've always been scared of space because like if you think about it, we're like in our own world and think about how big this world
Yeah,
is.
there's no way that there isn't life out there.
There's got to be life out there somewhere, like
Yeah.
whatever form it is, whether it's like a germ or something.
All right.
I ask a lot of people this. So we're in space. It's a very vast area. We're in our own little universe. The universe is always expanding. What is the universe expanding into?
Bro, that's what I'm saying. Like the whole dark matter thing, like it's crazy. And like we're moving. The universe is like moving somewhere. Where are we going? Where are we going? Hey, where are we going, bro? Who piloted the shit?
Like, are we like expanding into a black hole or something like that? Or like, what's the universe inside of? Like, if it's expanding, there's got to be something it's expanding into. Is it just more black, vast space? Like, I can't see that happening.
Exactly.
How? I don't get it.
And then like alternate realities, those blow my mind.
Yeah.
Like I could get into a whole like it'll be like
Spill.
it'll be 2 hours, bro.
Spill.
If I just go into like all that
Spill.
stuff. But one thing I've been like I've been thinking about for the longest time, I saw it on Reddit maybe 5 years ago, and it's always been like in the back of my mind. So I tried to bring this up in an earlier episode. Like I talked about like near death experiences.
Yep.
So let's say you had a car crash, right?
Yeah. 2.
In one or in one universe, one alternate reality, you died in that car crash to everyone. But in your
Oh, this
universe,
coffee's awful.
in your universe,
In another universe, the coffee was
you survive.
good.
So every near-death experience is like a death or live situation,
Wow.
and you can never die because your soul, your like whatever,
never dies.
It shifts realities. It goes to the one that you stay alive in. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
Let's say I get gunshot to the heart, right? I died in your reality, but in my reality, I shifted into one where like a miracle happened and I actually lived. And it's crazy, and it just keeps going and going. And
so, like, let's say if you died in my reality and another reality, you'd be alive.
yeah, exactly. Like you could.
Ooh, I don't like that.
I'm dead in countless other realities in which like I died of some other reason, but right now I'm living because my, essence, my conscious shifted realities.
That's scary.
It's crazy. So you can never really die in your own sense. Like no one knows what death is. You know what I'm saying?
I have goosebumps right now.
Right?
Oh, I don't know if you can see that. That's crazy.
So like think of let's say like one of those high schoolers that that let's say like you knew a friend that died, right?
Yeah.
He died in your reality, but in his, he's still living. You know what I'm saying? He's still living in an alternate reality, alternate universe, and like it's like the whole every decision you make has an alternate reality for the other decision.
Oh, I don't like this
So
stuff.
there's so many, and like it's crazy. And like actually, scientists there's some like new research on something about the fifth dimension, which is a portal into seeing the realities. So you could see every like kind of decision, stuff like that. So obviously we're way too behind on finding that stuff. But the fifth dimension is seeing those realities. And like, let's say I want to be like a superstar, basketball player. That's never going to happen, right? But through looking through the fifth dimension, you could see which pathway I could take to become and which decisions I can make to become that, all-star basketball player.
Since you're a filmmaker, you should make a movie about it.
Dude, I just think about this so much.
You'd be like,
actually, like Christopher Nolan's work is so good. I love all the stuff.
Imagine you make a movie about that. Like that would
like super deep stuff. Have you ever watched Interstellar?
No, I've heard a lot about it though. It won a lot of awards, didn't it? One year.
Yeah.
I remember I was like sat with my parents, like Interstellar.
Because it is so
Why
good.
is it a movie about space winning? I don't care,
bro. No, it's not even just about space. It's about like reality.
Yeah, but that was like a
that.
young Oliver. I was like, I didn't know.
Watch that, John. I'm serious. Also, a movie I recommend highly. A lot of people like maybe like don't want to watch it. Like, cool, maybe not be for you. But like, if you want to watch something, it's like a silent film essentially. There's like no dialogue whatsoever, but it's very like artistically made. The Red Turtle. Oh, beautiful, beautiful film. Like if you want to sit down and enjoy visuals and a good story, it's like it's animated too, which is like kind of cool. I don't typically watch animated stuff, but it really did like kind of shook me.
If you want to keep
Also,
watching good visuals and hear a good story, keep watching the
Whiplash
Aftermorning
shook me
Podcast, that's all
too.
I'm
I could
saying.
just talk about movies all day.
I can't watch movies. I don't have like the attention span for
What's
it.
your
Really.
What's your favorite movie?
Favorite movie? Okay, it's always changing. If I said a movie right now off the top of my head, since you talked about the UK, I'd say Spectre, James Bond, Spectre. That movie slaps.
It's so good.
It's
Love that
so
movie.
good.
That's my favorite 007 movie.
The music from like Sam Smith, like I feel like they just nailed everything in that movie. And
I think it's the best one out of that
Storytelling
series,
is amazing. And I'm so sad. What's his name? I forget the actor's name. Is it Daniel something?
Yeah,
Look up his name.
Daniel Craig.
It's Daniel Craig. Okay, that's what I thought. He's gonna be in his last James Bond movie.
Dang, that's crazy.
And I'm sad because I feel like he killed it. But I know there's James Bonds like before and stuff. But who knows? It could be like super sick. Like, what if Michael B. Jordan becomes the next James Bond? That'd be dope.
There's a
That would be so sick.
There's a segment. Who's the comedian? He runs the Daily Show. Do you know him?
The Daily Show.
He's from South Africa.
The Daily Show with Trevor Noah.
Yeah, Trevor Noah. He had he's really funny. I don't know if you get the chance to watch him. Also stand up. Oh, love stand up. He had a really good segment on the Black James Bond and whatnot.
Yep.
How it wouldn't work.
I'm sorry, mate. Have we met?
No. I just heard there was a spy in town. Figured it was you.
What gave me away? Is it the way I dress?
Oh, there's just something about you.
Something like what?
You know.
But yeah, no, cool. Like stand up is hilarious. What's his face? Childish Gambino.
Yep.
What's his name? I always forget his name. No. Childish Gambino. What's his name?
I don't know.
What's his name?
I don't know.
No. Donald Glover.
Whoa.
Triple threat.
Not good with names.
Stand-up comedian,
Yep.
singer, producer, actor and like, you know, film, like show producer.
Too many to count.
He produced Atlanta.
Wow.
I don't know if you've watched that, but
Heard
he's
about it.
insanely talented. He was in the Lion King live action stuff. Like I think he was young Simba or old Simba. I think he's old Simba. But
So many talented people.
he's so talented and he's hilarious. His stand-up's really good. Lots of good stand-up comedians. Do you watch stand-up?
I really don't. The most stand-up I'll watch is just like something on YouTube if there's like a funny guy. I don't know. I really don't watch a whole lot of stuff. I need to start consuming more content.
Dave Chappelle, super like explicit and like provocative, but he's hilarious.
Really?
And like I feel like when was the last time you watched like what's the last good comedy movie you've watched?
I can't tell you. It's been so long.
Exactly, because like this might be like super. It's not unpopular because a lot of people believe this, but no one's changing it. Like this generation, today's day and age is like super sensitive about everything.
Yeah.
You know, you can't really make a good comedy movie without offending someone, and I feel like that's where comedy comes from.
Yeah,
you know?
you got to be real. Comedy is offensive in some sort of
So
way.
like, you know, like The Hangover, like Rush Hour, Grown Ups, like all of them were like, you know, if they were shown today, Office too, if they were shown today, it'd probably be super offensive.
Yeah. Oh, this is a random thing.
Go for it.
Okay, so like many people have like dreams to be like a late night show host and stuff like that. Is there any like entertainment dream like you'd want to have? Like if you could choose like one job, I guess you could maybe say that you want to do, what would it be?
I mean, yeah, I do want to go into acting. That'd be fun. But I feel like, what's his name? James Corden?
Yep.
Like carpool karaoke stuff. Like,
Yeah.
just to be a late night host, celebrity guy, just like everyone knows you, everyone wants to have fun with you. Because he looks like he's having fun. Like,
He is.
you know,
But he's moving back to England.
talk show host would be a lot of fun too. I mean, Jimmy Kimmel, you know, Jimmy Fallon, stuff like that.
You know what's nuts is that's like you could say our dream, right?
Yeah, that's kind of what we're doing.
This could be it in the making.
This could
Never
be it in
know.
the
Like we're
making.
sort of doing it right now. But like, if you want to be an actor, like, is there any sort of like movie that you'd say is like, or sort of, I guess, what would you call it? A genre that you prefer to film?
So something definitely Star Wars related. Love Star Wars. If you don't,
So just you and your galaxies, man.
bro, I don't. Do you know this? Like, bro, big Star Wars guy.
I did not know. I think he
Big
hates Star Wars.
No, bro, big Star Wars guy.
Really? Who's your favorite character?
Mine? Oh my god, I don't even know at this point. Ooh,
It's flashing. It's
Is possessed. Dang, I could get into Star Wars so much.
New Star Wars or old Star Wars? Simple as that.
Okay, so those of you who are Star Wars fans would probably agree with me. The sequels cut them out entirely. Disney sequels screwed it over. George Lucas had a whole plan. He wanted the sequels to be done his way. Disney, you know, bought Star Wars, and at least the least they could do was respect George Lucas and, you know, go with his plan, go with his, you know, how he written out the story. They said, screw that, scrapped it entirely, did 3 movies, all with like different directors. It's all over the place, and it is a mess. Like the cinematography is, you know, great, but story, everything, garbage.
Would you argue
Throw it
they
all
maybe
out.
did it because like Star Wars was like such a generational thing, right? Let's say like there's
It's
a new
a
generation coming.
money making thing, and
It's a
like
money-making thing,
and
but,
like
like-
Disney is so politically correct. Like they want to, you know, like female empowerment.
You're not going crazy.
And like
on
no,
the
so
pol-
like it's like I understand it and like sure, but like please, like can you respect the creator's vision? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I understand, but like yeah, don't like the sequels. Screw them out.
I mean, it's definitely a money
I
thing.
grew up with the prequels, the first 3 episodes, so like, you know, Revenge of the Sith, my heart. But from a film standpoint, Empire Strikes Back is my favorite.
Really?
Yeah,
The Sith.
love it. But
What if you could just like edit? No, I'm not.
so
gonna
yeah,
tell
no,
you
but
this,
like if I were to land like a role like a Star Wars, bro, that's sick. Cause like, you know, comics will be based off of like my face, you
Yep.
know, like action figures, stuff like that, and it's just awesome, right? You know, you get immortalized in like this world that people love, which is crazy.
whoa,
You know what I'm saying? So
you want to live a way cooler life than me. That's like
he's like
job.
whoa.
I don't know. Would you say like you're a simple person to please, or like it takes a lot, or like you
in
have high expectations
in
for
what
stuff?
way?
Okay, so let's say like your standard of living. Are you simple to please, or like do you like want to live some like extravagant, crazy lifestyle?
Ooh, that is a good question. Cause like I don't need much, but I'm very picky. You know what I'm saying? So I would say it is a mix of both. Like standard of living, I want to keep clean household. Like I'm not gonna say like just give me a shack and some things. Like I'm obviously gonna want something nice. Doesn't have to be big. It'd be like a tiny New York apartment, but it has to be nice. You know what I'm saying? And there's got to be like some things that like fit my lifestyle and whatnot.
Yeah.
But I'm not super high maintenance. I would say I'm not low maintenance. I like if on a scale from 1 to 10, 1 being low maintenance, 10 being high maintenance, I'd be like 7.
Okay, not too bad then.
Yeah.
Would you? Okay. Oh, that's a cool question, Gately. Good job. So, would you be one of those guys who'd be like content with your significant other just making more money than you, and you're just like a stay-at-home type of guy, and you do what you want, and like you could pursue whatever you want to do, but like you don't have to worry about money?
I don't know. I feel like yeah, I understand. Like, my significant other would understand that, my money's your money, your money's my money.
Mm-hmm.
Like it'd be the same way around. If I was making the money, my money would be her money, and I would hope that whoever is going to be my significant other understands that too. You know what I'm saying?
In alternate reality, you don't have a significant
other. we're in this together type of thing. We're here to grow, and that's like a lot of things that like I push for like a relationship. Mm-hmm. It shouldn't be like benefiting. You should be benefiting from each other.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? You should be your own separate person. That shouldn't be your only personality trait that like, oh, my girlfriend or my boyfriend, which is really frustrating to me.
Do you know people like that?
I know a bunch of people that are just like, oh, this is my only personality trait, having a boyfriend, having a girlfriend. Because they're just so directed at them, and they don't focus on themselves. Yeah. They change after getting, a significant other and whatnot. Mm-hmm. And, like, I feel like that comes with self-love. And that's, like, the biggest thing I push for when, like, I give people advice. You could...
100%.
The only way you're going to find someone and love someone is to love yourself first.
Really. It's so true. You just got to focus, do your own thing. Make sure you appreciate yourself. You know your core values and stick by that. Mm-hmm. Like, don't ever change who you are. Because at the end of the day, like, let's say you go ahead and change who you are, and then you look back at it and you're like, what the heck? Like, maybe you do make a positive change. That could be a good thing. But if it's like a negative change and you're like, shoot, like, I've lost so many people, like, I've screwed people over just for this, like, what are you doing?
Exactly.
You just got to be smart.
And, like, it's just really about growing. And, like, same thing with friends. If they're not helping you grow, what are you doing hanging out with them? They're just, like, kind of, like, negatively affecting your growth process and you reaching your goals and whatnot.
I saw a TikTok. I don't know how much I agree with it, but this one guy was like talking about getting rich and stuff like that, and like focusing and working hard by yourself. And he was like, a bus drives like all your friends and stuff like that, and like, talking like a broke sort of thing for riding a bus. Then he's like, but a Bugatti has 2 seats, and I was just like, are you talking about because like you have like one friend or something like that?
Low key.
And like I get that, but at the same time, I don't know. I think
I don't know where that's going. You could interpret that a lot.
You can interpret it many different ways, but like what I'd say personally is I don't think you're just gonna have like one friend, or like if he's talking about a significant other, like I don't think it's just gonna be like that. Like you're gonna have friends, but definitely as you get older, your friend group's gonna like decrease to maybe like a strong core, like 2 or 3 that you really stick by, and you're like those are like the people I'll go to and like say anything and do anything with and stuff like that. And then you're gonna have like your other friends outside of it, and that's totally fine. Just make sure you find like a solid group, people that benefit you, you benefit them. You guys are all growing together as a whole, because you don't want to be stuck at a standstill, because if you look back at it and you regret it, that's gonna be the worst thing ever.
Oh yeah, it'll suck. Yeah, and like
this coffee sucks still.
Regrets and whatnot. Like that's like a big thing why like I am a thrill seeker. I don't want to be on my deathbed being like I regret not doing this.
Yeah.
That's really kind of where I want to live my life. It's like I'm gonna live without any regrets.
Whoa.
You know what I'm saying?
I know a guy like that. He donated money to the podcast. You'll know who you are if you're listening to this right now. He literally told me he wants to die like at a young age, just like doing whatever he wants in his life. And
like I understand.
I'll tell you, he's lived his life to the fullest so far though right now.
Sure. Yeah, no, yeah, I know what you're talking about. But a lot of Gen Z is like, oh, I want to die young, and I'm like, cool. Yeah, I understand that because like being old seems boring, but like go live a fulfilling life. I feel like you would find fulfillment when you get to see your grandchildren and your actual children and whatnot.
Oh, for sure.
And I think, as we get older, the values of like family and stuff like that will just be there. Like imagine having like a kid. That's like you.
It's a mini you.
That's you, bro. That's crazy.
Oh man, my kid will be interesting. We'll see how they turn out.
That's what I'm saying. Like I'm like curious as to like, well, I mean, I'm gonna see it eventually. Like, oh, my kid is just like me,
And I'm like, you're not like you, and it's gonna drive you crazy, one way or the other.
and my kid's not like me. Adoption. No, I'm kidding.
I would adopt a kid actually.
Word.
Just like change someone's life.
What's your kid name?
Kid name? Okay, I like gonna be completely honest with you. I don't think about it that much.
Really?
Like I'm not good with names. Like I can't remember most people's names. So how am I gonna think of like a good name?
You've never had like heard a name where it's like, yo, I want to name my kid that.
I do, but it's like a joke.
Oh,
it's not like an actual name. And like I don't even know what names go with my last name. Like I feel like every name that could potentially go with mine is gone. Think about a name that will go with my last name.
Gianna Getley.
Alliteration.
Yeah, alliteration. But no, what do you call it? Aurora. I've always wanted
Aurora
that to be
Banez.
my first daughter.
Aurora. That's a hard name.
It is a hard name to say. We're like Brooklyn because New York. Represent. Yo.
It's back. Oh man, my hat says "bite me." By the way, I don't know why. I just think it's funny. It has a shark on the back of it, and it says "bite me."
Bite me. And then like I want like an X or Z name for like the boy, like Xavier.
Yeah,
it's a fire name.
Okay, but I was playing soccer one time, and this kid's name was like Brock, and I was like, cool name, but it just sounds so like I'm gonna smash your face in, like Brock. And let me tell you, this kid lived up to his name, Brock. Like, yeah, like this kid was such a good player, and he destroyed me. Like,
I feel like there's some names
for 50-50 got knocked on the floor when I was way younger against this kid, Brock.
And then like and names, they're so important, right? Like a lot of people don't think about this, but I thought about this and I had a conversation with someone about it. So names kind of they preset how the kid's gonna be. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if you have an attractive name, you're gonna be an attractive person.
What was your name gonna be? Like, have your parents told you what your other name could have been?
No.
Were they stuck between two?
So my name was like, my dad was like, yeah, the first kid I already know is gonna come out a boy, and he's gonna be like my junior.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's just how it is.
Oh, that's cool then.
Yeah. RJ stands for Richard Jr., if you guys didn't know. That's my government.
Oliver stands for an olive tree.
An olive tree. Yeah.
I was going to be named Oliver or Sam.
Sam.
So could you see me as a Sam?
I just, like, I would see your whole facial structure change because names preset the face, bro.
Yeah.
They Oliver, like, hey, pause, but Oliver I feel like is an attractive name. You know what I'm saying? I don't know not many ugly Olivers.
Much love.
A lot of, like, attractive people that you see have attractive names.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that comes with confidence too.
That's true.
And they have like connotations. Like you think like Xavier, you think like an athlete.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You think like, I don't know, Seba. Also, that's another name I want to name. Like Sebastian, but call him Seba.
Just Seba.
Yeah, I had a bunch of like Hispanic teammates. We call them like Seba. And it's just a cool name.
Yeah, people come up with some really good nicknames.
Yeah, bro. Nicknames are cool. Are you a baby person? Like a puppy name person?
Puppy name person?
Like like baby, like babe.
Yeah, I'll say it, but like fast.
Like cutie pie.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
But like I want like a good nickname, and I'm trying to find it still. Speaking of, actually, you asked me about my baby person. What do you think about babies?
What I think about babies?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like little kids and babies. Like, do they annoy you? Like, what do you think?
Some of them do, but like I'm really good with kids. I feel like that's an attractive trait too.
No, it is.
I'm really good with kids. Kids love me. I used to be a counselor and coach for every summer. And I loved it. It'd be a week, and like it would be during my birthday week every year.
Oh, that's cool.
So like I'd be glad helping out these kids on my birthday.
Wow.
Type of thing. So
Look at RJ.
it's super fun.
Yeah, RJ.
And it's like
Girls,
a
guys, whoever you want.
and it's like
RJ up.
it's like Christian oriented camp. So on top of like teaching them skills of like teamwork and like working together and like sportsmanship, you're helping them understand their faith and moral stuff like that.
That's
and it's like
awesome.
really cool because they all come out like super changed. I'm like, we love RJ, and I'm like, yeah. And like I'll see the kids around sometimes. I'll be like, yo, what's up, man? Like I'll catch up with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's the best thing is like when you can change people's lives like that.
Exactly.
Babies, okay, I am good with kids too. I have patience for them. I only like kids when they're behaving well, though. When they're behaving bad, I'm just like, I never want kids in my life. Like, get away from me right now. It just drives me crazy because it's such hard work. But yeah, along the lines of that, because you said you were like giving back and stuff like that to community, helping out. I've done Special Olympics, and like that feeling that you were saying about like when you like helping people out and then they come back to you and like remember you. That is like the best feeling. Like coaching them, playing with them, just like helping them. Like I remember there was one kid. Unfortunately, like with the pandemic, like our season got canceled. But I told the kid, I was like, if you score, like I will buy you like the same pair of cleats that I have. Because he was always like, I like your shoes, like I like your shoes, and I was like, I love this kid, like he's the best, and I just like want to help him out, and like seeing how rewarding it is, like for the families and stuff like that, like they're de-stressing, they're watching their kid like go and have fun and play a sport that they want to do. It's just the best feeling ever. So like guys, just give back in any sort of way. Do whatever makes you feel good. It's amazing.
Exactly.
And, yeah, you feel good and you grow from it too.
So
RJ, you better start eating them. I'm gonna like finish the whole box.
They're gone. But last episode, I wanted to talk about this because I was scrolling on Instagram like before. People are gonna get offended. People are gonna get offended. Nose rings. Your opinions?
Nose rings?
Yeah. Would you get one?
No.
No one either.
It would just hurt.
Yeah.
I like. For Halloween, one time I was a rock star, and I got like a lip ring like this, like Luke Hemmings from 5 Seconds of Summer. I love One Direction.
You brought up the 5 sauce, bro. Oh, man.
Okay, little tangent. Boy bands, amazing. One Direction is one of my favorite bands. I listen to them all the time. They're amazing. If you try to hate on One Direction as another guy, be quiet because you know you're just like being a third grade self. Like, I don't like it. It's like guys with Justin Bieber when they were younger. Like, come on.
I rock
they
One
are
Direction.
sick. They're all cool. One Direction are sick. 5 Seconds of Summer, sick. But yeah, so I did that.
That threw me off. Sorry.
It's all good. And then everyone came up to me and they were like, "Never get like one of those. Like if you get one, I'd kill you." And I was like, "I think I look pretty cool with this thing."
But,
so I considered it at one point, but no, I just think it would hurt. Like nothing against.
I'm kidding.
What
do you
was
call it?
that?
That's my dog. So
terrifying.
like you know like the rings that go through the middle. It's like kind of like the cow hook one. I don't know what it's called. It's like a little moon like through the middle. Sometimes
like they give bowls and they're just like
sometimes like the bull ring, right? Sometimes it gets me like I don't have OCD, but I want to like fix it. It'll be like way off to the side. I'm like, just can you just go like that?
Just rearrange your nose real quick.
Just rearrange the little ring because it's like, you know, it's just fix it. But yeah.
You're a fan of piercings though in some sort of way.
I can't
piercings.
I can't get piercings because let's say I would have played at like a, you know, someone younger. You don't really see kids in high schools with piercings, stuff like that. And so I can't really get piercings or tattoos. But I'm gonna get a tattoo soon.
What kind of tattoo? All right, that's an awesome subject. Let's go.
When I move out. Okay, so one I really want to get something to kind of like honor like my grandfather. I've always wanted to do like Roman numerals across the chest here, but recently I switched it up. So there's like such thing as like angel numbers. Do you know what angel numbers are?
No.
So it's like the repeating numbers, like 2. Like you know, you look at the time, it's like 222.
Got it.
Or like you'll see like multiple 2s somewhere.
Yep.
And like sometimes you'll see it multiple times throughout the day. And there's like two sets of people believe in like 2 sets of things. So some people believe in that each set of numbers means something different. I believe that like one person has a specific angel number and like, you know, that's where you kind of like speak to your guardian angel and whatnot. So I have a mix of both. My angel number is 444, which is like
was that what you came up with or like is it attached to your name?
I see it everywhere all the time, constantly. And the angel number 444 is like essentially your guardian angel is telling you you're on the right path overall and like just keep going on this path, and it's really cool because it defines me and whatnot. But I also think like, you know, it's my grandfather kind of looking over me at this moment.
That's awesome.
Because like I usually see 444 when I'm like in a place of success or like grinding stuff like that. So like when I see 444, I kind of like stop, pray, speak to my grandfather, stuff like that. So I want to do 3 4s right here or on the wrist.
Going like straight across or diagonal?
No, just like straight across.
Gotcha.
Or like on the wrist, but like those hurt too. And then I want to get like matching tattoos of like my first dive. So with like the friends I dove with back in the Keys, and we want to get matching coordinates. I have the coordinates somewhere, so each of us are gonna get, because we saw a shark that
saw a shark.
Bro, a 5-foot reef shark. Okay, so like you're the shark, I'm me. It was that close. It was insane. It was the coolest experience ever. But we want to get matching coordinates of that with like a reef shark.
That's really cool.
I want to get a matching tattoo with like my cousin who's like my best friend.
It's a lot of matchings.
Yeah, so like one of our oldest memories of like me and my cousin was like way back when we had DSs. Like I don't remember anything before that, but we both have this memory of us playing PictoChat at like a family reunion, and that's kind of where I like first really met her. And so we want to do like I want to write like a message in PictoChat, like the PictoChat font.
Yeah.
Put on. She's gonna tattoo that, and I'm gonna tattoo like a message she has for me on mine.
Oh, that's so cool.
That's kind of fire.
Okay, but you talked about like acting and stuff like that, where you can get them. Where would you put all of these?
I don't know, cause like I know like I've been on sets where like someone had a tattoo and they had to play someone younger, so they would have makeup teams cover it up, but it is a hassle because you have to put it on your resume and like on your file that you have tattoos and piercings, which kind of decreases the chances
like,
and whatnot.
As a guy, I remember like our film teacher, he said guys are like taken more seriously anyway in most like films and stuff like that. They have like long pants on.
That would
so
make
if you got
sense.
something on your leg, like would you probably wear long pants for the most part, depending on
I
what
probably
role it would
would,
be?
but I don't really like it on the leg. I definitely want to go some on the wrist, but I know that hurts a lot.
It hurts a lot because it's like directly like on the bone and then
On
your
the
veins are there. and
veins,
stuff.
yeah, stuff like that.
Yeah, I heard that like if it's more direct like bone contact, like ribs are killer.
I heard the ankle, like
Your
the
bottom of
bald
your
ankle,
foot hurts really bad.
something like that. But I feel like tattoos would be fire.
Tattoos are cool.
I have so many ideas for tattoos.
Yours are serious. Mine are dumb.
Yeah, how about you? What kind of tattoos do you want?
Basic is I'd like to on my right wrist get a cross for faith,
Oh, yeah,
and
for
then
sure.
an anchor underneath it. Like always, keep it real. You know,
Anchored down. have
anchored
it down.
down. That type of
I rock
stuff.
with that.
Yeah, keep it real. Stay true to everyone. Stay true to yourself.
Yeah, for
you
sure.
know, all that good stuff. And then I don't really want like big extravagant stuff like that. That kind of puts me off.
I could rock with like a tribal sleeve.
You would do that.
Also, so there's an artist. I think she's the last of her line. She's like the last one. So there's a specific tribal tattoo from the Philippines, and there's only one person who knows how, who's probably still alive to this day, and she's like super old.
Yeah.
And you have to like climb up a mountain to go get a tattoo from her.
Wow.
I want to get a tattoo from her.
That would be another really cool experience.
Yeah,
for your
exactly,
bucket list.
exactly, for sure. That's on the bucket list, 100%.
That'd be
But
awesome.
she's like trying to teach like her grandchildren how to do those tattoos. So like the generation or the craft
Keep it
can
going.
be going. Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool. And then I'm gonna get those on my wrist. So like on the side, like right here probably. Mm-hmm. And then on my thigh. This is a really random but stupid one, but I think it's like funny, just like a memory. I'm gonna get tic-tac-toe and have two of my best friends play it.
Yo.
And then this is all gonna be like on the same thigh probably, unless like I want to change it. And then that'll be like sort of on the inner part of my thigh. Then in the middle part of my thigh, I talked about crashing into the fire hydrant. And that was just like a crazy experience and stuff like that, and something I won't forget for a long time, if not ever. So
Yeah.
just get like a fire hydrant, not like a completely like shaded or something, just like sort of like outline
fire
one.
hydrant, yeah.
And then there's another one that I want to get to the right, which I completely forgot about what it is right now. But if it comes back to me, I'll remind you.
Yeah.
But yeah, I used to like want to sleep and stuff like that, but I was just like, no, like it's gross.
Yeah, it is kind of.
Like, 'cause when you get old, my uncle, he had like a bunch of tattoos. Like he went to jail. He went to jail.
To jail.
He went to jail. He got a big cross on his back. And then like he just has like tattoos like all up and down his arms. It's my dad's brother. My dad like jokingly calls him the tattooed warrior.
That's
like,
kind of
randomly.
raw. Like,
Yeah.
like if I were to go like UFC, I would get a bunch of tattoos, call myself Tattooed Warrior. Also, have you seen what's his face? His nickname is the Style Bender.
No.
He's undefeated. He's 20-0. He's what's his name? His name is Israel. I'm gonna throw the name out there. Israel, whatever. And essentially, he's like a really big like anime, like, you know, he loves anime.
Yeah.
And like he does like crazy anime stuff before it, and like he's really cool, and like he's really good too.
Speaking of fighting, I don't know why I want to talk about this, but a really good time I had with you was in this very room when we watched that Fury Deontay Wilder fight. That was just so fun. Like the vibe that night was just next level.
It was fun. Yeah, no, I'm a big boxing fan, and I actually saw a video how like my Tyson Fury like cheated.
He did not cheat.
No, bro.
He
Okay,
whooped
wait.
him.
No, so they slowed down the video, right?
Yeah.
His glove.
I heard Wilder said some stuff
His
about
glove.
it, right?
So you know how a glove is.
Yep.
You know, the kind of bigger ball part where your hand is, and then like the wrist cuff part, right? When he punched, what's his face?
Deontay Wilder.
Yeah, Wilder. When he punched him, the ball part went back, and it was like his hand was in the wrist part. So they're saying like that he didn't put his hand fully in the glove, and he was getting just hit straight with like fists with no padding.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it was like, oh, word, that's crazy. But
Whoa.
yeah, no, that was a good fight. It was
Tyson
me, you,
Fury's-
and Brandon.
Yeah.
Get Brandon on here, man.
Get Brandon on the podcast.
Oh man.
That's the name we can say. No, but like that fight was crazy. Like Tyson Fury, Do you not remember that part where like he had like Deontay Wilder's like ear bleeding?
Yes,
And then
bro.
they like went into a clinch and he starts
remember
licking the
that.
blood off of his ear. That was yeah.
Bro, fighters are crazy, man.
But it's really interesting. He lives like really close to where most of my family's from, like in
Really?
the UK and stuff like that, like where my mom grew up. And like apparently like they see him at the pub and stuff all the time. And it's just so casual. But I respect that a lot. Like he makes millions and stuff like that doing what he does.
And
like,
he's a
really
respectable
humble.
guy. I
Yeah.
like humble fighters. You know, stuff like that. Like McGregor, he's pretty humble too.
Yeah, he's funny. He got funny now.
Yeah, like what do you call it? He fought what's his face, the cowboy. You know, and he was like, he like hugged his grandma, like showed a lot of respect.
Oh, I just killed that mic.
But yeah.
Guys, that concludes episode, what is this, 3 or 4? 4
Bang.
of the After Morning Podcast.
Bada bing, bada boom.
I'm behind. We are live on Spotify and YouTube again, and SoundCloud. Don't forget the SoundCloud. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.
Hey, and donate, man. So support the show,
Everything helps. Right now we're at $10. We have like, what, a $60 goal probably. I guess you could call it that for the next microphone. And then we will start getting guests and some cool people on, and it'll just elevate us to another level.
100%.
So, yeah.
Share with your friends, share with your family, because it's somewhat of a family-friendly podcast.
Yeah, it's very family friendly.
Come vibe with us. All right, cool.
And have a good after morning, people. Peace.
Take it easy.
Dunkin' coffee.
That's what you say. You say take it easy.
Really?
Yeah.